Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for April the 20th, 2024. Blaze it. This week from DisneyStore.com, we had a whole lot of not much. We had some stuff from the Lion King anniversary. We had a Sands of Tatooine Loungefly collection, which honestly the artwork on it looked pretty nice, but it's a little pink for my tastes. We did have for the Lion King, we had what I think is quite possibly the ugliest blind box pin assembly thing ever. I get that it's supposed to be Pride Rock, but it looks dumb to me. I mean, I thought the sword one, I don't remember, was it Mulan? From a while back, we had a sword one that I thought was kind of cool, but this no, not so much. It's just kind of, I mean, it's obvious what it's meant to be, but it's still just a rock. Over on the Lego side of things, we had some more views of what's going to be available for Star Wars Day, including the promo kits. So the biggest and the best, well, I'm going to say honestly for me, kind of the second best, but the most expensive one, the $160 level, we're going to have Kit 40686, the Trade Federation Troop Carrier. So we're getting some more prequel stuff here, like we have the pod racing diorama, the new version of Sith Infiltrator. We're going to have ourselves a little battle droid carrier, which is going to come, looks like, with 6 normal battle droids and 2 of the pilot ones, a total of 8 battle droids. Honestly, it's kind of a shame that they're not just going to sell this kit on its own. I feel like they could charge $30 for this and probably do a little better, but I'm glad to see it's only $160 level. It's not a $200 level like, say, the Flower Shop that's available currently, or is meant to be available currently. I mean, they may have sold out. Not Flower Shop, the Vegetable Shop. The Flower Shop was, March last month? No, February. And at least in my local store, sold out in like less than 24 hours, which is why I didn't get one, which is fine with me, because now I don't need to buy the Vegetable Shop. And then next level, I think the $90 level, we have the thing that kind of really gets my attention, which is the Battle of Yavin collectible coin. It's a token. I love my tokens. I love my coins. Definitely down for that. And then the least impressive thing at the $40 level, and it's not just as impressive because it's at the $40 level, but because of well, I'll get to it in a second here, is the AAT, like a little poly bag mini build of the AAT. And the reason it's unimpressive isn't just because it's a little polybag mini build, whatever, those are fine. The reason it's unimpressive is because it's Kit 30680, which I can go to Target right now and buy. I saw it at Target actually first, I think last weekend, maybe weekend before, and didn't think much of it until I realized this promo kit it's not the first time that's happened. The X-Wing they had, I think, last year was also available at Target. And it's supposed to, I guess, be a TIE Fighter Advance coming out as well. But I don't see that on the Lego site. I think that might be just a promo thing you get if you buy the new UCS TIE Fighter Advanced, which I've asked my wife, because she bought the X-Wing last year, and she's not interested. If it had been Vader's, or at least if it had just been a TIE Fighter Advanced, as opposed, I said Advanced tonight, it's an Interceptor. If it had been an Advanced, like Vader's TIE Fighter, I think she would have gone for it, but being an Interceptor, she wasn't interested. But I do plan to try to get enough Lego to try to get 2 sets of the promo kits, because I do like me some little some coins. And I do think the little troop carrier is quite nice. And again, I think it's a wasted opportunity on Lego's part to not just sell that, but I'm just also glad that it's not the $200 buy-in, because $160 is plenty. Also of note, I normally just talk about Lego and Shop Disney, DisneyStore.com, but the Fallout series came out last week, and we did marathon through the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the cameos. I liked the references to the games. I liked seeing real 3-dimensional versions of things I've only seen in the games. I've been playing Fallout since it came out in 1997, so I've been there since the beginning of the actual Fallout franchise. So I feel like I have a good appreciation of it, and I love that they've already confirmed a Series 2. Looking forward to that. I know it'll be a couple of years, but I love where the ending left us. and what it looks like Series 2 will involve. I love that we didn't just like blow everything in the first season. There were major creatures that only appeared in passing. There are types of robots we didn't really see, or again, only saw in passing. We left some stuff for our characters to face once they've leveled up a bit, which I quite liked. I didn't like everything. I don't want to spoil anything. If there's interest, maybe I'll talk about it some more in another video. But there was one thing in there, one major plot point that I honestly don't feel like there's ever been any justification for in the games. And then I didn't like the way one particular faction was ultimately represented. I feel the characters' motivations there, for characters I feel like at the end were supposed to find to be like the good guy, I feel their goal does not justify their actions, and they could have gotten those same actions done a different and less awful way. But again, I don't want to spoil it. If there's interest in that, and I'm sure there won't be, but if there is, I can do a separate video later on and just talk about stuff. So this week I figured we would, a couple weeks ago we talked about holiday ornaments with the Hallmark Keepsake Ornament Club box. I figured, seeing as it is the first week we've had here where it's been solidly in the 80s all week long, no rain, no clouds to speak of, just unpleasantly warm and only gonna get worse, I thought we could talk about some more holiday ornaments. And so we've got these boxes here from DisneyStore.com. Now, only two of these are actually ornaments. This one, if you know what it is, you know what it is. But we'll look at it first, because it's not an ornament. These have all been opened already because I wanted to make sure they did arrive in one piece. ShopDisney.com, or sorry, DisneyStore.com. I'm going to keep calling it Shop Disney for probably years. It does have a habit of sending things like this in particular broken and then not having any to replace them with. We'll start off with this item here. We have the Sleeping Beauty 65th Anniversary Key. Did not, I guess, come out at the same time as the pins. We looked at two different pins for the 65th anniversary. I can speak. But this is the first of the Disney Store keys we've bought this year. I think maybe the first one that's come out this year. And I feel like we're basically done with the keys. I guess because, there are no stores to open anymore. The store opening key doesn't really have anything to reference any longer. But it's a pretty nice looking key, fairly basic. Got gold key with sparkles for the D there. Got Aurora and the 65th logo at the center. And you can't really see it in the package because Aurora blocks it, but we have more of that same gold with sparkles as the castle teeth there. Sadly, it is the Cinderella Castle and not the Sleeping Beauty Castle from Disneyland, because that's just the mold they have for these keys. So even though we've kind of gotten out of the keys, mostly because they've stopped making them, we did still feel like we had to pick up, I'm close putting away for. We did have to pick up this one. So our other two items are ornaments. So let's start with the big one first. It's not actually any actually bigger. It's just this one comes in the egg crate, which has become kind of the standard over the last couple years for DisneyStore.com. As well, this one's just wrapped in paper, which kind of surprised me. This one, I think is a Star Wars one. I haven't looked at them in a while, but yeah, it is. This one is DJ Yoda. Put your hands up in the, ooh, it doesn't want, oh, didn't remember to have that on the bottom, so you cannot just stand this one up. That's annoying. Yep, we do have DJ Yoda here, waving his hands in the air as if he did not care. No, he's actually holding up some rubble there. And I didn't remember to have this on the bottom. I guess, like I said, we just looked at it very briefly to make sure it wasn't broken. Do we have a proper name on here? We don't, just says Star Wars. It's not one like the anniversary ones that has the little medallion on it. But look nice. I think it must have been on sale, and or we were trying to get to a threshold to get the free shipping. So there's get close to the face, which I don't think I can do in the camera without just getting blurry. The face is not a super great paint job, but otherwise the paint's nice. I don't see any paint runs. Even the rubble on the ground seems to be pretty clean. I mean, there's maybe just a tiny bit at like the seam where the arch joins the floor, but very, very, very minimal. I don't know what this on the bottom is meant to be, other than a thing that keeps you from just putting this on a shelf to display it. And it does not have, it doesn't have the removable string like some of the new other ones have had. And again, I think it's because it's not meant to be stood up. It is meant to be hung. Yeah, it's a nifty little ornament, and it's never too early to start getting ornaments. Since, we're gonna have people, we're already gonna start to see those Black Friday and spring kind of ads. So why not start with the ornaments now when I'm pretty sure this was on sale. And this one also, I'm pretty sure, hair stuck to that one. Pretty sure this was also on sale. I think this is one we actually looked at when we went to Disney Store Outlet last year in November. While it's only wrapped in paper, I do like this kind of stretchy honeycombed paper. They used to use this a lot actually at the parks. I remember when we went in 2018, they were wrapping everything in that kind of paper, which I think is preferable to what they're doing now. But it is an ornament of the best character from Pirates of the Caribbean. The one who really needs her own movie. Instead of just doing stuff with Jack, we need ourselves a Red movie. I want to know more about Red. Now this one does stand up on its own, sort of. It has the removable thing. Now this one, I am looking at though, the paint is not, the paint job on the face is not good. It looks almost like she's cut off somebody's face and is wearing it as a mask. That's actually quite disappointing because everything else on this looks good. The hair, the skeleton, but that face is just, it's like it printed slightly off center because it also kind of looks like her eye is in the wrong spot. I mean, it's not going to be too noticeable totally. I'm trying to say too and totally at the same time. It's not going to be too noticeable on a tree. But up close, I think it's super noticeable. That's not great. But, I mean, I do like Red. I feel like we don't get enough Red stuff. I would love for Super 7 to do as part of their Ultimates figures. They have the Disney Ultimates. We've looked at some of those on here before. We will look at a couple more in the future at some point. They have Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I would love to see some park Ultimates, and Red would be one I would definitely want to see a figure of. I would love a good posable Red action figure. I will say I feel like some sort of diminishing returns with the Ultimates. I feel like Prince John was really, really good, and they just kind of all went a little downhill from there. But Prince John was really, really good. But I would definitely buy if you had Red, and of course Hitchhiking Ghosts and Hatbox. I'd buy those as well. But I would absolutely buy an Ultimates Red figure. But I don't remember the face being like this when we saw it at Disney Outlet. But if that's the way the face is on all of them, I can see why they had to put her on sale, because that face is actually really, really disappointing, especially because the rest of it looks really good. Paint job's fine everywhere else, except for arguably the most important part, her face. But yeah, that's it this week. Just a couple little things. Trying to keep it a little more low key this year. Wanna give the wallet a little bit of a break. Do smaller stuff, buy less stuff. I think we've only honestly ordered from DisneyStore.com, I think 3 times this year, because we actually just put another order in for a couple things, which of course we'll discuss in future episodes. But yeah, I don't really have anywhere else to go with this unless I want to sit here and start talking about Fallout, which I'm not going to do. We'll just keep it kind of short this week. Plus, I'm sure you want to get out and celebrate your April 20th festivities, whatever they may be. Myself, I think Sam's Club's doing some sort of summer thing today. Might go check that out. Might be some good samples there. But that will wrap this video up. Like I said, just keeping it short. What do you think of the ornaments? What do you think of the quite disappointing paint job on Red's face there? I still like the ornament, but that face is, oof. That face is not great. I may have to do a review on the website about the disappointment of that face. But what do you think? Interested to know. And what do you think of the keys? It's been a real quiet spell for these Disney Store keys for a while. I think I only had like a couple last year, and I think only one so far this year. Are you glad to see the keys done with? Do you wish there were more again? Are you glad to see there's no more blind box ones? I'm kind of glad to see them go, but I'm still here for the occasional one. But let me know in the comments what you think. And with that, we'll wrap this up. I hope you found it all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.